Hello, everyone. This is Thomas Pepin, NHL Talk. I'm Thomas Pepin, and let's play some NHL. Continuing the franchise mode series, we're taking over the Toronto Maple Leafs. We're on season 22, episode 2. Just about to start the season. Um, when I was, or I guess a couple minutes just before the stream, something came to mind. Um, we are missing coaches, and one thing I didn't do is offer higher salary for the shorter term. And I don't know if I should bother. Actually, you know what? I think I said this before. It's kind of a test also to see the impact. So if we do very poorly, then kind of says that we should have had, or it gives some sort of indication that we could have, should have had the full coaching thing. So you know what? Uh, we'll scrap that idea. The other thing, I had a couple of minutes to take a look, and it looks like oh, I just noticed. So a defenseman is uh, ranked first from our scout. Oh, but Central Scouting has him third. Um, Anyways, in all likelihood, we're not going to be drafting already, we can tell. And then as a result, we don't need the picks that we have. Um, which is good news because we've got a bunch of the ones that have low value that we're hoping can get better. And yeah, so we'll be able to take advantage of that, I guess. Mind you, we'd be able to normally anyway. So I don't know if there's any real update other than the fact that we're probably going to be trading them quickly. So um, yeah, we'll wait till we see about that defenseman, what his potential is going to turn out being, but that's something on the list of things to do probably pretty quick. Uh, I think. Oh, and I nearly forgot. I need to update the prices to regular season prices. Ninety-six, 340, 452, 635. Uh, Another thing we didn't do is we didn't take a look at the owner goals. It always cracks me up when it says that our goal is to win the Stanley Cup. Um, I mean, again, it's uh, goal versus expectation. This is expectation essentially because um, your happiness gets hurt if you don't hit it. So to win the Stanley Cup's a bit bold. 90 so 90% of available suites this year. I think that always happens to at least 99 by June. Well, the thing is, if we don't win the cup, then that seems unlikely. I guess we'll see. One thing about scouting. West. Okay, so he is still scouting. So we should know pretty quickly if we're drafting, which is an important thing because at least for a couple of our picks, we want to get rid of them before there's any change in value. Because if they're high in value, they're going to go down, and it's less likely that they'll go up, or just it's not certain. So we'd rather have things certain. Okay, anyways, let's get going. We have a couple things of maintenance to do. Um, yeah, not quite yet for the maintenance, but pretty soon. I thought it was Gosselin was the starter. I think it switched it on me. Oh well. All right, is this an away stretch? Because we do need to do some maintenance. Not quite. After Boston might be, though. Pretty much the same as the other one. So we might do for both. Well, I mean the ones for that need it. Actually, it might not be possible for the other one because I think we still need a couple games before. So, for example, we'd want bathrooms to be at below 40 to do it. So, I don't think it'll happen next one. All right, we're on a back to back. Buffalo's supposed to be a bad team. St. Louis is not as much, but I think the records aren't going to indicate. Well, I guess they do close enough. But Buffalo's doing better than they probably should be. Um, so then, current goalie should be correct, but I think it probably switched it, and it did. Oh, I should check. I think I got the goalies right, but yeah, just wanted to double check that it didn't do anything weird. It's not too long term. And we have a D to pull in anyways. All right, who deserves to move up? Everybody equally. Yikes. I guess Hillman has to play on the second. Heward. Guess we'll do that. I think Montreal's worse. Okay, so I guess we can do bathrooms then. Cool. So I'm gonna go check the scouting because I think it said it was supposed to be done on the 28th, and then we should have the answer for that defenseman guy, which will tell us if we can trade. Yeah, so we have him tied for first. So I think this is a situation where, and actually probably should have been a situation previously. So like the previous season where it's better to trade for them than to draft them. So that is what we'll do. And in particular, because yeah, he might be have good value, but the problem is a lot of defensemen don't start at 80 overall or better, which means we don't want to really have them. So we might not even trade for them, basically. Um, so our picks. Oh yeah, the Buffalo one changed. So Winnipeg, we're gonna try to target somebody who's gonna be bad next season. Buffalo definitely looks it. Did any of the picks change value? So Tampa did, not to a crazy degree, but to enough of a degree where I think we're going to want to take advantage of that already. Um, yeah, yeah, I think that's smart to do. Now, of course, we only want that first, and we're going to have to use this to get that trade to happen. Um, pick up. Couple seconds. Come on. Huh. So that second's going to probably appreciate in value. So what we're going to do is keep that one on. Let's try that. Oh, why am I doing third for a third anyways. All right, so we've moved that to next season. Then now we have to wait for Buffalo, Seattle to go up in value. I don't know if I should trade Florida and Pittsburgh. I think I should actually, because the value's not bad. Montreal, maybe? Is their goaltending like? Yikes. Um, two of their top players expire. They've got a couple more that expire. Maybe Montreal. Philly, yes. Heh. Seems a bit lopsided to me. All right, well, whatever. It's good enough. Um, then, so we'll wait for Buffalo. Actually, you know what? The Seattle pick, Washington pick. I can package two. The Buffalo, we're gonna wait for it to go up in value. The Seattle one, I don't think necessarily will. Ooh, maybe. It's their record. Hmm. How much cap space do they have? 4 million. They won't be able to re-sign Carney. So I think I'm gonna keep that Seattle pick for next year. For this year, no. Oh wow, Tampa's in trouble. Next year, Winnipeg. I think. Yeah. Um, but actually, I'm more interested right now in next year Tampa. If we can't use this, we can use this. Oh, well, I skipped a spot because I didn't think it would go through, but it did go through. That's all right. Okay, and then next we'll wait for Buffalo, Washington, well, and the Buffalo second to go up in value. Washington might go down. Buffalo um, should go up. Should I just jump on it now? Because how's Washington going to do? They're a good team. Because I have to think of the combined value between Washington and Buffalo, and Actually, now might be the right time. Or wait a couple more games. That's a tough call. No, I think now's the right time. All right, so that's done. So now we have 5 first round picks for next year. Some miscellaneous that eventually will get combined probably to be a first. Um, Actually, on that note, do we know the bad first rounders for next year? Pittsburgh's one. So yeah, Pittsburgh so far. Dallas? No, not Dallas. Florida. So I like the look of how the Pittsburgh one's going to go because they have too many people to re-sign, so it's going to mess around with the quality of their roster. So I'm going to go trade for this Pittsburgh one for next year. Or try to. Oh, wait. We're waiting for that Buffalo thing to happen. Okay, I'm going to make a note to do that then. Okay. Cool. So I think that's probably about the best we could have done. So maybe we could have waited to see if some of those firsts would appreciate, but already they kicked up probably 25%, a third in value. So then it's better to just get it done because we don't know how the season's going to go. So we we basically got the value we were looking for at the very least, and we probably wouldn't have gotten better. So um, cool. So then that's done. We can keep going. Good year for rookies. Well, didn't feel like it when I looked. He's back in 2 days. So it should be next game. All right. 3, 5, 3. Oh, he did pretty good. Huh. So he was doing the best before he got injured. So deserves to go right back where he was. Okay, and we're 10 games in. We're supposed to scout, but we're not going for anybody, so there's no point. So that we won't do, but I think every 10 game stretch we're going to evaluate performance and adjust lines. So we're doing well. So theoretically, I shouldn't do anything, but because we've got a logjam of players, we need to reward performance, and we'll adjust lines because of that. So Renz is the only one doing good on that line, which is disappointing. Wow, Lehman is doing great. You're going to go up to the first. 7 and 10, 7 and 10. Of course he's doing that bad. Wow, these guys are doing that bad. So the guys on the fourth line aren't going anywhere. He has 5, he has 6, he has 7. Oh, yeah, he's a good fit on the first line, so let's do it. He's a good fit on the third line, so we'll do that. Leighton's doing extremely well. Wow. Fall as well. Law as well. So we're not going to touch that second line. Move up the guys. So from less ice time with that performance, 13 minutes and more points than 20 minutes, 21 minutes. So we're going to do that. Oh, whoops, I didn't mean to do that. He's scoring. Okay, so. Oh, but he's a playmaker. Play Renz at center. I guess we can do that. Laminin, Renz, and Lashoff. Lashoff is right. Renz is right. So we'll get somebody else to play center, but we'll have Lashoff setting up Renz. Right shot to right shot is a good one-timer setup. Figure out the rest in a sec. Line 2 needs a playmaker. Throw fall. Both shooters. So we'll put DeMaio second. Hold up. I think we're going to move the first line to the second power play because they're not playing as good. So then it was Renz here, I think. No, here. Then Lashoff. And Laminin. Then on one, we need Law, Throw, Fall, Leighton. Then who's scoring at the moment? So Throw, Fall, it looks like. Oh, but I guess not by much. Shoots left. Oops, I think that is right, actually. Yeah. So DeMaio sets up Blah. That makes sense. Leighton. Then 6, 5, 7. So Rafalski. Rafalski goes somewhere. Savage goes somewhere. I don't know where yet. Well, he's not supposed to do one-timers. He's a left shot. Um, 3. Okay, so Rafalski can do center on this line. Oh, and that works too. So far, at least. Okay, so Lashoff sets up Renz. Rafalski face-offs Laminin is the other line guy. And then we'll do Threlfall the shooter. Leighton goes down here, and we'll have Galchenyuk doing the face-offs. I think that's as good as it's going to get. Left to left. Everybody's left. He's a power forward. Um, oh, Savage needs to play too. Forgot about that. Yeah, I don't like him necessarily doing face-offs, so 79's not that good. It's not bad either. And if we're going to do that, Law should be close to the net because he's a power forward anyways. So I think that makes more sense. That looks good. And so it improves the chemistry to +5. So I think that's better. And then Afinaganov is a -1. So I think we're going to actually bench him for the other guy that's been waiting. He is right shot, right wing. That's fine. And he should go on the power play. Right, left. Cool. Okay, and then how does this condense down? So it's gonna have to be Savage that comes off. So DeMaio, Law, Threlfall, Lee. Ah, stupid thing. Okay. Then it should be Laminin that stays on. Oh, but Korolyuk's the guy that comes off anyways. Okay, so Rafalski, Renz, Lashoff, Laminin. Rafalski, Renz, Lashoff, Laminin, then Lashoff. Cool. Laminin, Renz, Lashoff. Oh, we'll flip that too, actually. So flash of. Then it was who's supposed to go here? Loss, Ralph Ball, and Layton. Oh, I wanted to do this. Whoops. Because they're playing better. Then um, Savage, DeMaio, Rafalski. Then who's playing with who? One, two, three. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 plus 1. Um, hmm. Turgeon, Galchenyuk, Korolyuk, I guess. Ah, keep pressing back instead of changing the line thing. Savage, DeMaio, Galchenyuk, Rafalski. I think that's it. Then it goes Throw, Fall, Leighton. Oh, Law's the other guy. Rams, Flash off, Laminin. And then I can't remember. DeMaio, Savage, Rafalski. Okay. Okay. Now, last thing is power play. No, wait, penalty kill, sorry. So, Ren's somebody. Mayo Volsky. Seven, 5, 8. Okay, that's good. And then we'll do Savage and Ren's. And I forget who the other defensive guy is. Law? Maybe Law and Ren's? Then Savage and Turgeon. So no, 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 no. Okay. Seven, 5, 8. So Savage and Falsky are about the same. But Law and Renz are better, so Law and Renz for the last two, hopefully. Maybe not. Savage. And what was the other guy? Falsky, I think. Oh, no, Turgeon. 657. Oh, no, it is Rafalski. Okay, so that's right then. Mile. 283. Oh, well, I guess that answers it then. It has to be that way. Cool. Um, all right, so that's all sorted. Takes a long time to change all the lines completely. We'll see there. Lose after making all those changes. I wonder if it makes you lose when you do too much. I wouldn't be surprised. Tampa, Anaheim. I think Anaheim's supposed to be worse. Yeah, it's close enough. So then we want Ness in first, Gosselin in second. So that's 2 losses in a row for Gosselin. So he's going to go to the back of the rotation. He let in 10 goals. That's pretty brutal. Christie for Toronto. Oh, it's got to be our AHL guys. Oh yeah, I think that was the first round pick that we had from last year or this past off season. I think one thing I've learned is I've over adjusted the parking prices. So it seems like if you drop it by $1 when things are starting to go down because of maintenance levels, um, it makes no difference that like $2 versus 50 cents. So any adjustment down is probably good enough. I don't know if like if you did something more drastic, if it would actually get you full sales, or if it's just impossible to sell it fully because of the maintenance level. But um, anyways, at the very least, like small or well, I guess moderate decreases in pricing doesn't have any impact, it looks like. Before I do this, will we do maintenance? Yeah, I think after this game we'll do some maintenance because I think we have one or two that we can do. just the one. Then upper bowl, put up to, so let's go up by 3 above our previous maximum. So Arizona should almost certainly be a worse team, even if the records don't indicate it. Yeah, the records don't indicate it, and it's enough of a difference though. Wait, 18 versus 14. Well, we'll have to go based on how they're currently doing. So we will play Ness in game 1. Yeah, I think that's another thing I'm gonna. Okay, well, I was gonna say another thing I'm going to do. I think it's only in these circumstances though, where basically um, every 10 game increment in the season, I'm going to look at changing lines based on performance. And so normally it hasn't been an issue because the fourth line is unimportant, but at the moment we've got so many good young players that it needs to be based on performance. Otherwise, well, the right players aren't going to develop, and then the wrong players are still not going to develop, and they'll be playing more, and then we won't play as well, and so on and so on. So, um, yeah, I think every 10 games probably is accurate. To do it at the beginning of the season after 10 games is maybe a bit premature because, like, you don't really know, to be honest, I don't think you really know how a team and how players are going to play until you get to like 20, 30 games. So, yeah, anyways, it's kind of, like I said, a bit premature maybe early in the season, but I'm going to do that anyways. Well, I already did it, and I'm going to keep doing it every 10 games. So I guess that's just a short-term one. So we'll take a look at everybody after this game. I know it's 21 instead of 20, but it's the next save point for me. So, all right. Upper bowl, I think we just did maintenance for. Yeah. I'm interested to see how everybody's done. Because, well, that Laminin guy was a very pleasant surprise. He was a point per game, and there's no way I was expecting that from him. I guess the easiest way is through this view. So Laminin's slipped slightly, but he's nearly um, at the same pace. 19 and 21's fine. I'm okay with that. 22 and 21 is good. It sucks because he's playing with people that aren't playing that great. 16 and 21's not as good, but he was comparable to everybody else anyways, so we'll see how everybody else is doing. 24 and 21 for a rookie. Mind you, he's franchise potential, so not surprising. 35 and 21's outstanding. 27 and 21's good. Well, towards outstanding. 19 and 21's a big improvement, so Savage can move up potentially. So he could switch with Lash off. He's almost deserving of doing that too. DeMaio has really turned it around. He's at a point per game. And Rafalski is as he was. Turgeon, no improvements. Galchenyuk's garbage. Kovalyuk's done great, all things considered. I might just trade Galchenyuk because this is just, it's never ending bad from this guy. He's good in the AHL, did quite poorly, all things considered, again in the NHL. Because usually guys that were getting the same minutes as he was would have gotten like 60 some odd points. And then he's got 4 points in 21 games. I know he's playing on the fourth, but I started him on the third for the first 10 games. And he did nothing. So, or did I start him on the third? I can't remember. Anyways, it doesn't really matter. He should have done better. Turgeon's probably the one guy that could move up, maybe. But even him, I don't know if I would. Okay, so DeMaio could go to the first. So I was just looking at, because could this whole line move to the first? The problem is, um, Renz can't really go to the second. I mean, he can, but it's not ideal. Um, was Renz was playing on the first line last season, I think, and I think Leighton was on his line. I can't remember. I could just leave the lines as is. 15, 16. Because it seems like DeMaio and Savage are doing fine on the third. Renz and Laminin on the first are doing fine. Lashoff and Rafalski are neither doing um, anything different, basically. Five two, 5-1. I could swap Lashoff and Rafalski. I think I need more data to decide on any changes. Okay, now I'm just gonna have a look and consider. Well, you know what? So I think what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna keep Galchenyuk until all the development stuff has happened. So we're not gonna extend him, that's for sure. The fact that he somehow changed to franchise potential means if I had to take a guess, he's probably going to somehow leap up to something like Threlfall sort of trade value, even if he doesn't play or play well, because already this has happened and he didn't play much or play well. So I might just, as crazy as it might sound, but I mean, based on his performance, it's kind of fair. I might just bench him because we're not going to keep him. So what's the point? I could send him to the AHL. Would he develop playing in the AHL or sitting in the NHL more? And I don't know which. He didn't play much last season and he developed. And the style of coaches in the NHL are better too. So I think I'm just going to bench him. It's kind of funny. I guess some guys just don't fit. I don't know what to say. Now, can anybody do face-offs? I guess they're all. Well, this guy didn't do as good as Galchenyuk. Didn't he do really good in? Yeah, he did really good in the AHL. I'm gonna put him on. We'll see what happens. Finnegan off, and then so that means no, he doesn't go on. Okay, that works for me. Uh, and since we're on the subject, what's going on with everybody? Wow, Rand's doing good. They'll fall to Mayo. I guess a bit. Oops. False. Oh wow, way to go, Ness. He's how old is he? Because he developed a lot last season, but I thought no, he's still young enough where because I don't think you change much in your overall and all that kind of stuff uh, after 27. So I think he's got a year or two still where that can change, and he like really shot up. So I think he was 82 the previous season. I think he won the Vezina, didn't he? So was it the Vezina or I don't know. I think it was Vezina and is it Jennings is the other goals against average thing. But anyways, um, there was something else. Oh, AHL guys, I wanted to check. So what are you guys doing? No modifications to anybody? That's a bit disappointing. Um, how are you guys doing at least? This Datsuk guy, I have no idea how he started to do so well. Because I don't think in other seasons he wasn't that great. And then he comes with us and 83 points in 66 games. He's got 19 and 18 already. Weird. Christie's one of our draft picks. It's supposed to do better than that. Valo, same thing. That's pretty poor. Are they not getting played? Oh, and how's our young goalie that we brought in? I think it's Rest. Yeah, it's pretty good actually. Sweet. Okay, let's just see the lines. Are they screwing around with those players or what? No, they're playing on the same line, so don't know. Nothing I can do. Um, okay, so we're good to keep going. Senators were doing really well, and then now they're doing garbage. 26 and 22. Guess maybe uh, we'll say Senators are better. Did I already do everything for pricing? I can't remember. I must have. Got distracted. Yeah, I must have. I can't remember. We're gonna need to do maintenance pretty soon. 98 is the new maximum for that? When is the next time we can do maintenance? After Colorado's not the best, but it's not bad. After Winnipeg, the second Winnipeg, it's not bad. We're gonna have to do probably both. Well, I guess that decides on the guy moving up in the lines. 16. John can go up. Law de Mayo throw fall Savage Laden is fine. Now we don't have a setup guy. Guess it's gonna be Renz to Laminin. Not ideal, but that's fine. Uh, Layton shoots left, so you know what? Take Savage off. Put Turgeon there. Or wait, no. Turgeon or Coral. Yep. Turgeon it is. Coral Yuck. And we'll take Savage. Rens to Savage. Falsky, Rens, Savage, Laminin. A -3? What? Well, I guess it's going to be DeMaio that goes over. No choice. Or what if we do DeMaio and Savage? DeMaio and Savage. Hmm. So basically, we're taking the third line and then moving it to anybody with, taking the third line combo, the two players, making them the scorers for this line, and then taking the rest, so the first line, and rounding out this line with those guys. If that makes sense. So Lamin and Renz, Rafalski, and then we take the Savage and DeMaio uh, pair. Yeah. It's not ideal because then we condense down and get rid of, well, it's going to be Rafalski, I think. But he was a third line guy anyway, so I don't think that's a big deal. So Renz, DeMaio, Savage, Lamin. Renz. DeMaio, Savage, Laminin. DeMaio. Cool. And then, unfortunate, but the first line's going to have to get the scraps. Turgeon. Korolyuk. What if we put Rafalski there? Because Rafalski doesn't go over to the four-man. We'll put Turgeon instead, I guess. Law, Leighton, Threlfall. 16, 14. Who's better at passing? So Threlfall to Leighton, I guess. Stupid thing. Duplicate rolls, yeah, right. Who did I just have? It was Leighton, I think. So Threlfall to Leighton. Law can do face-offs, I guess. Oh, but Rafalski's off there, so he can do face-offs. But Law's better in front of the net, so never mind. We'll just leave that. Rafalski. Wonder if this gets better if I put Chenyuk, kind of. And again, a bit more, but we'll just go back to. Nah, I can't even remember who it was. Coral, yuck. Right, and then it goes Loth, Relfall, Leighton, Rafalski. Come on. I'm gonna put Turgeon. What? This is stupid. Chenyuk, I guess. Not even. So Turgeon, for whatever reason, is the only one that doesn't hurt the line, which makes no sense. So then we'll put this back to so let's consider something else here. Just to make this line a bit better. Mouth Ruffle, Leighton, Rafalski, Turgeon. Whatever. Guess that's what I'm gonna have to do. What? I think that's the power play unit, if I'm not mistaken, so that's good. Savage DeMaio. Oh, but Turgeon's playing on this line. Never mind, so I can't do that. Savage DeMaio, Turgeon, Afinogenov, Falski. Who got injured again? I forget, but I don't think it's important to the lines. I mean the shootout line. I guess that's it. Flash off. Are either of the guys that we're gonna get playmakers? No. That's too bad. All right, so is there maintenance after this game? Yes. Come on. Oh, short term. So I think it's Something like a week. That's annoying. Hopefully that defense can play here and not screw it up. Sweet. Oh God, we got to do all this all over again. How annoying. Okay, so DeMaio's now going to set up. Guess we'll do laminin. Galchenyuk can go there. DeMaio setting up laminin. God, this is annoying. All these line changes. Holy jeez. We just lost who? Savage is who we lost. So then, God, who? 528. Threlfo? Polsky, DeMaio. Somebody with Turgeon. Lorenz. Laminin? Guess. How does it go for the 3? Falski. I guess that works. Throw fall late. Coral Yuck Demayo Tershon. Do that instead though. Shouldn't have had it like it was before. Then Falski, Laminin, Rens. We're gonna have to use a D now. 9, 10, 12. Probably the best. 15, wow. Surprised. All of our D are doing pretty good. Sarno. Let's put him with these guys. Yeah. Mayo, Tershon, Coral, yep. I think that's good. Jets are the worst team. Supposed to be done this stream, but I want to get past this back to back. Then I don't have to think about if the correct goalie's playing or not. My luck, there's going to be another injury, and it's going to be brutal to fix. Lashoff's almost back. And then I'm going to have to change the lines after this game. That's funny. Might as well. I've got time. All right. So everybody might be healthy now. I should have checked actually the injuries first. Yeah, everybody is healthy. Now I gotta remember how the lines were before. So Hillman, comes off. Savage is for sure on. Chaniak. 6 in 24. 2 in 17. So I'm actually going to take a Finneganov off. Because he's been given a shot and he hasn't done anything with it. Okay, so we're early to evaluate performance, to adjust lines, but we've got so many changes to make anyways. We might as well consider 26. So Laminen's keeping up pace, which is very impressive for a rookie. Renz is doing good. Falski's doing as he was. Turgeon has, I think, slightly picked up his performance since he's played on a better line. DeMaio's still doing about a point per game. Savage has gotten back to where, well, I think he was near a point per game anyways, but he's still basically there. Lashoff, 20 and 25. Well, I like the idea of keeping Savage with DeMaio because they're both playing well. They started playing better when they were removed from Rennes, which I don't know if that's related at all. But Laminen's playing good. And he's still playing good when he's playing with Rennes. So, I don't know. It's not ideal to, like, it would be best to have all the best players together and then the guys that are slightly less good playing together. Because then you're probably going to maximize performance, but um, spreading out the performance isn't bad. And also, I think they're playing better. I don't know, because if I tried putting Savage, DeMaio, and Renz back together, maybe they would play fantastic. Because, like I said, it was early in the season, 10 games in, that we decided to change it, so it might have been premature, but I think we're going to leave it. Uh, Laminin was playing fine without Renz. You know what? I actually think I'm going to go back to the original lines. Because also it improves the line chemistry. I think it's going to be okay. It's all going to be okay. Don't you worry. All right. So I have no idea what those lines were. So we'll keep that as the setup thing. Renz will stay there. Laminen's been so good that we're going to, and he's also played with Renz, so I think we're going to keep him with those guys. And that's going to condense down to those four. Renz, DeMaio, Savage, Laminen. DeMaio. Whoops. Savage, Laminin. So I like that. And then basically all the remaining best guys are going to go to the other line. Leighton, Threlfall, Law, Lashoff, Rafalski. Um, he's right, left, left, left. Ideally, we'd be taking advantage of Lashoff with the setup stuff, but a right pass to a left shot I don't like. And the better players are towards the front of the net, so I think that's better anyways. And the extra guy is Turgeon, I guess. 6, 6, 9. Okay. Law, throw, fall, Leighton. Lashoff. Yeah, I just wanted to see what it looked like with Rafalski, so it's definitely Lashoff. Okay, then. So, DeMaio, Savage, uh, Law, Renz, then it's Rafalski, Turgeon. Yeah. Rafalski, DeMaio, Law. Thrillfall, Leighton, Law. Uh, I guess we'll figure that out in a sec. Renz. Wrong button. was gonna put Renz on D, but he's too good. Then it is Falski. Laminin. Turgeon? Who's the third guy? Lashoff. And the defense are actually outperforming the fourth line, I guess, except for Turgeon. Who's Turgeon playing with here? So I'm actually going to put D on, which is not what I was hoping for, but I guess that's how it is. 14, 12, 11. 12. There it is. That works perfectly anyways. I feel bad putting. Oh, I gotta change this, don't I? No, I don't. Laminin on the third line because he's done really good for a rookie. It's crazy to be at 26 and 28, especially considering he was a point per game on the third line. So I don't know. Man, he's scoring 20 goals in 28 games. 17, 12, 16. We'll go for one more game. Was I supposed to do maintenance there? Maybe. Too late now. All right. Before I end the stream, I want to see a couple things. First, is he the point leader in the NHL? Because that's pretty good. He is. Dwyer, a guy we got rid of, is doing well too. Um, Rans is just behind. And Leighton. Javika we got rid of. He's doing well elsewhere. It's funny, every guy we get rid of, they play better elsewhere. So I wanted to see that, and then I wanted to see our team's performance. So we're best in the league, which is kind of normal. Goals for per game. I forget what the highest we've had was. This is close to it. It might have been 4.5. But anyways, our goals for per game that's pretty crazy high. Best in the league, as it usually is. Goals against per game is second best, so we're doing quite well there. It's great news. Power play is second best. Could maybe be better. 24.6 is not bad. Penalty kill, no way. 89 is quite good. How does somebody have 91.7? That's crazy. So, anyways, our penalty kill is good, and I think picking up DeMaio was um, smart in that regard, and we have more high end defensively skilled players, so our penalty kill should be better anyways. So yeah, so that's good. Cool. So anyways, that's where we'll leave it. If you like the stream, hit the like button, share with your friends, subscribe, turn on notifications. The channel homepage has upcoming streams on regular NHL content. That's going to be Friday, covering the 3 weeks prior of NHL news. Franchise mode, that schedule is in the About section on the channel. It runs Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So many more days than it used to. It used to be 3, now it's 5. Um, at 10 p.m. Eastern. And on that note, tomorrow, I might do it in the morning slash early afternoon or later than scheduled. So just keep in mind that that's probably going to be different. Um, Basically, just consider tomorrow's stream to be whenever I can do it. I actually have more open time to do it. It's just that I don't know which one's going to be um, better for the timing of stuff during the day. So, um, anyway, so basically, it's whenever it's going to be. So sorry if you can't make it. Be a pros whenever I have time or feel like it. Any comments, leave them in the comments, suggestions likewise. And we will see you guys tomorrow, whenever that is. Okay, bye.